Hey guys, welcome to a very special show. This is John Lemmy, the founder of the CBJ Wellness Podcast Show, and I'm excited tonight to bring to you a great special guest, John Heisey, who's one of the co-owners of the Shield Protection Products, and we feature them on the conservative marketplace. As you know, we're strong conservatives. We believe in law enforcement. We love law enforcement. We believe in law and order. My whole family came from Italy. John, as you cannot imagine, I'm full-blooded Italian. Whole family came from Italy. I know my dad's Washington. He's 93-year young vet. So we believe in law and order, and we believe in having the right products to protect you. And there's a lot of garbage out there. As you know, this show is titled The Pepper Spray Expose, kind of exposing the good, the bad, the ugly, and then the best. The greatest pepper spray in the market today, sold and approved by cops. And John, welcome to the show, brother. I'm excited.
Thanks for having me.
So kind of tell everyone, we had a little conversation before we went live, kind of shared everyone your background and how you and your other partner, John, it's John DeLemme, John Hill is your partner, and you're on tonight, John, live. So kind of share your relationship, then talk about how you kind of made a decision to really unleash the greatest pepper spray.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. And my partner, John Hill, and I, we've been cops combined about 35 years now. We met working at a local sheriff's office here in Augusta, Georgia. And we were in a special operations unit together. And from there, we worked everything from canine narcotics task force. We were able to be working in jails as bailiffs, as investigator. Eventually, Hill moved upstate, and I stayed here in Augusta. But we kept our relationship. We were pretty good buddies and formed a strong bond in law enforcement. And throughout our career, we have always had people ask us, what can they do to stay safe? What do they need to do? What can they give their college kids going out to school? What can somebody give their mom going to the mall? You know, we're super pro 2A. We carry guns every day, but we recognize that might not be the fit for everybody. And whether it's because they don't feel comfortable, they don't have the training, or they're in environments where they limit, where you can't carry a firearm.
That's right.
So we had a conversation one day, and we noticed that a lot of people were asking us for help, and that led to us do some business assessments in Atlanta area of some pharmacies, and kind of point out their weak points of what they need to do, prevent break-ins, whether it's fortification of windows, locks, hiding narcotics in the actual store, and then it came to products. You know, what would I feel comfortable giving my neighbors, my friends? And there's a lot of junk out there. And, you know,
That's right.
Walking into a gun store, you pray that you're getting a knowledgeable person who's not just going to sell you any old gun that they're trying to move off the rack. And we noticed that a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of really smart people. They can put up a website and they can run that website and sell a lot of stuff. But when you call that number to ask for what product fits us the best, they don't know anything about it. You know,
That's right.
They're putting expandable batons in the hands of a 90-year-old or a 90-pound person, and that person just might not have the energy or the strength to move the baton. And so that's a bad idea, because, you know, I'm 250 pounds. If a 100-pound person hits me with a baton, I'm not saying they might not get lucky, but there's a good chance that I might be able to overpower them.
That's right. And you know, that's why too, like what you said, and this is very important, as you guys know. You know, we feature on the conservative marketplace great Americans, great American products, and we researched literally north, south, and east, west, all across America to find the greatest pepper spray to give, like you said, college kids, elderly. You know, obviously there's many blue states. We have many listeners and followers and subscribers who in blue states that cannot carry a gun in certain locations. So you talk about a deadly, quote unquote, safe zone for criminals, and you have the pepper spray. And that's what I want to do right now is I want to first, which is exciting, I want to kind of show you guys your logo, and then your foundational scripture for your company, which is pretty awesome. We just removed that there. And you have the Shield Protection products, and then we're obviously a strong Christian conservative based company. We believe in holding the line. I believe David killed Goliath. I have my sword right here, which is God's pepper spray, as I say right here. So it's pretty awesome. So share everyone, before we dig into the actual products here next, share everyone why you guys put that on your corporate logo. The wicked flee when no man pursue it, but the righteous are bold as a lion and spray the hell out of them.
Well, we wanted to do something other than just own a business. We need a purpose. Our purpose started out that always help others, and that fell right in line with the Christian faith. And we started out, looking at, having our churches help us out, whether getting a large group of people and explaining to what they're doing. And then the churches asked for us to help, like, where should we put cameras? What should we do for church safety? How can we train our church security team? And I'm a firearms instructor, tactics instructor, and we love to volunteer and help people out. So all over the state, we've been able to help people do that. And it's just giving back, and it's a good cause, and it's what we believe in. And we just really like helping people, and we want to spread the word.
And I think, these days too, for everyone, you have to have that boldness. You have to have that point of preparation. And that's one thing that I like you guys, really share is, it says here for your mission, when you say at Shield Protection Products, your safety and security is our highest priority, recognizing the need for supplying and training citizens to properly equip. This is very powerful. Properly equip and use self-defense products motivated us to begin this journey. With our experience in law enforcement and first responders, we have dedicated ourselves to providing our clients with the best in self-defense products, paired with years of expertise and certified training knowledge. And as you say right here, it says, and this is where we're going to unpack the quality of the product. As family men, we are tired of seeing low quality products that provide ineffective results to under-trained individuals. And I want to reread that again, because it's going to be the core of the rest of our conversation tonight. And I highly suggest all of you visit conservativemarketplace.com, category Shield Protection Products, sold and approved by cops. And one of the obviously cop we have on here tonight is obviously John Heiss and John Hill. He's out killing people right now, so he couldn't get on tonight live, but he was gonna. But all is good. Just joking. And this is very powerful. Once again, as family men, we were tired of seeing low quality products that provide ineffective results to undertrained individuals. We believe that if a self-defense business sells you a product, it should be effective, high quality, and include information on how to properly use it. And that's why we chose to carry your line of products to the marketplace. And I know Martha's on here tonight, who runs Heartbeat of Miami, who's actually saved 66,000 babies from abortion. And all of you know that 10% of our proceeds of our entire company goes to evangelizing souls, feeding hungry children, and saving lives from abortion. So we're all in alignment together, and you guys got the right product at the right time, because you go in Walmart and see a pepper spray for $1.99 on a key tag on the way out, and next to mints and gums. That's obviously not a great pepper spray. So kind of explain this right here, and this is the next slide I want to show, and kind of unpack the depth of when we say pepper spray, a stream, a pepper spray. What is pepper spray? How is it made? What makes sure it's different? What's the training like? When you guys get a hold of it, you'll see there's a QR code there where you go in and get training. So kind of explain your mission behind it. I'm very proud of you guys, what you've done.
Well, thank you. So on our product, there's a simple QR code. You scan it, and it takes you to some short training videos that kind of walk you through step by step of what to expect when you're using the pepper spray, how to hold it, how to discharge it. We have live units like the one you're showing now, and we also have training units that's basically full of like a soapy water instead of the oleoresin capsaicin, which would be the pepper. The formula through our manufacturer, we decided what we wanted to put in it. Believe it or not, we made it safe, because there are some pepper sprays that are kind of granular, like feels like sand. We've been sprayed many times, whether it's through training or getting in a fight with somebody and getting on you. So we recognize there's spray like the stream out of a squirt gun. There's foam that's like soap bubbles. There's a cone, which is exactly how it's dispersed, like an aerosol can dispersed.
Yeah, you guys have a cone one here that we offer on the site. It's It's the pepper spray 16-ounce pistol grip cone. Kind of feels almost like a gun, right? When you grab that
Yes,
puppy
sir.
and let it rip.
Yes, sir. That's just something similar to that. And
I mean, guys, that's one all of you should own. And that's on the conservativemarketplace.com, category shield protection products. It's very powerful. And you'll see my wife Christy's commenting on the live stream now. You'll see the link in there. But that's a strong, heavy duty product. Can you hold it up again, John, there real quick?
Yes, sir.
And I'll actually make us full screen on that. Let me remove the PowerPoint there and kind of explain a little bit on that. When you said that the way it's made, and the way it's supposed to, so that's the cone one. I mean that's not a little one you get. And you guys market that. I mean that's ridiculous value. I mean it's only $29.99. Your price go from $29.99 to $11.99. I mean it's incredible value. I mean everybody wins. It's phenomenal. I mean that's a heavy duty cone pepper spray. So break it down again. What's in actual pepper spray? Like what's the pepper in there?
So it's oleoresin capsaicin. It is what makes a pepper hot, and that is through actually a food process. It is concentrated and put into a solution. And in our case, it is sterile water, and then there is a propellant that is in the can. In many cases, some pepper sprays have the propellant that is flammable. We went with a propellant that doesn't expand or contract much over temperature. So whether the can is at freezing or the can is at 140 degrees, there's only going to be a slight temperature or slight pressure difference of about 6%. So I live in Georgia. If I leave something in the door panel of my truck, which that 16-ounce pepper spray, what we call the crowd pleaser, it stays in my truck. Now we say don't leave it in a hot environment because you just never know what happened. But it's been in my truck for over 2 years now, and never had an issue. So,
And wait a minute, you said something. I've written, as you get to know me, obviously my listeners and subscribers. I've written 21 books in my career. I'm an author and a writer, and obviously a podcaster. And I hear words. You just said something very powerful, and all my subscribers, listeners know. I always say, grab a pen that writes when we do the shows. You said crowd pleaser. Please explain what crowd pleaser pepper spray cone, big, like half a fire extinguisher looking.
So if we remember a few years back, the riots that went everywhere, and everybody saw the sit-ins on the interstates and local law enforcement not spraying with a small half-ounce or 2-ounce pepper spray, but with something the size of a small fire extinguisher. And that's what we adopted, is because there was a call for, somebody is traveling down the road and a group of people come to your car, and you don't know what they're up to. So you and me, we carry firearms, but not every situation warrants the use of a firearm, and you got to worry about that backstop. So if you discharge a firearm, you got to make sure you're right, and if you discharge a firearm, you need to make sure what the backstop is. So we want you to be right with the use of pepper spray, but the level of what requires the use of pepper spray is a lot less than the deadly
That's
force.
right.
And so there's
that.
plenty there. And so it's not just a one and done. This is, let's get the group of people, let's get them out of the way, and let's retreat. Let's remove ourselves from the situation and get our family and us safe.
I like that crowd pleaser. I love that. That's phenomenal, John. So let's go back to the great PowerPoint that my wife put together for tonight's episode. So let me go back here to explain. These are the 4 types, correct? These are the 4 types of pepper spray, the different colors.
Yes, sir. So these are just the small half-ounce pepper sprays. They're keychain. Most women prefer to carry something small. They put on their keychain. They put in their purse. As men, we're so macho. We believe that we don't need to carry anything like that. It really is. It is a good tool. I carry pepper spray on my duty belt, and that's because I carry a lot of tools on my duty belt. And so what this is we in law enforcement and anybody that's into self-defense, we love distance. Distance is our friend. And if I can make you go away from 6 to 10 feet with something this size, then I'm going to use it. And these are all in streams. They're just a little flip top where you stick your finger underneath and then you depress. It is meant to be like a natural ergonomic feel, where if you grab it, your fingers fall into place, your thumb falls into place, and it's just like you naturally point with your index finger. you just naturally point with the pepper spray.
And guys, it's a crazy value. It's only $11.99, free ship. And I say pick up 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 of them, 20 of them. Give them out, give them to family members, loved ones, those of you that run ministries, Bible studies, run churches, any of you that are out on the road doing businesses, out doing business, you're probably with a client, you're at a client meeting, you're welcome to a parking lot. You're out maybe somewhere you're not familiar, you're going to a hotel meeting, a hotel event. This is where every single one of you must have them, buy them as great gifts, especially great graduation gifts. We know obviously this is the conservative Business Journal podcast. Obviously people know me, John. We know, especially we're in Florida. So we're in free Florida, strong Florida. We obviously, the law enforcement here is a rock solid. Many states they're against. I mean, New York City, I would make you look like a Christmas tree wearing these. I mean, make sure you have as many as you can. It's great value. That's why we chose to market it, promote it, and we're going to heavily promote it. And we highly suggest all of you. I mean, $11.99. You said flip top, flip, boom, bang, have it. Incredible value. I mean, it's phenomenal.
And these ones are actually legal to have in New York because New York has a law for 3/4 ounce or smaller. And we just recently they got some unique laws where you can purchase pepper spray from pharmacies, and so we've been in contact with some pharmacists, and they actually kind of register the pepper sprays and who's buying them and what's going on with her. It's a tough time when you have to register your pepper spray. But when I called many sheriff's office up there that just to verify the laws, because you never know what you're reading, and they're like, send it, we need it. Like, people need to be able to protect themselves. Good. So
That's right.
Yeah, we're all thinking the same, no matter if we're in New York or Georgia or Florida.
That's right. So, and going back to this one too, this is the inert training spray half-ounce twist lock stream. So explain what that is with the twist lock, please, John.
So it is a different mechanism. So I don't ever want anybody to get confused when they put something in their pocket about, hey, this is live or this is inert. Going back to a lot of training aids in law enforcement and military, it's blue. Blue means inert. And as much as we all like to put the color blue on our keychain, but this is something for somebody to practice with, to understand that when they deploy pepper spray, what is the stream going to do? How do I aim it? How much time do I have? And what's the distance? So this is the same propellant, and it has the carrier, which is the basically soapy water in there. So this will get the same distance, same stream as a live unit. And a lot of people, they don't feel comfortable training with pepper spray because, what if you do it wrong? What's the mess up? Here, you get sprayed with soapy water. No harm, no foul. If you do it in the house, it's soapy water. If you do it outside, you're not staining your clothes. You're not messing up, killing grass or plants or ruining something in the office space.
And that's what's good, guys. Like when you go to conservativemarketplace.com and you click on Shield Protection Products, and then you click on the actual item, and then it goes to a sub page. It opens up to a description page, and like this one here, it says features, safe contents, spray 6 to 12 feet, practice spray, simulation canister, simple operation. So make sure when you go there, open up, go to the page, click on it, and then you can run your mouse over the items, and it shows everything. I mean, our stores, our marketplaces, 5-star. It's tremendous. It's because it's education based, and when you read it, when you read the items, it gets really exciting to see. It gives you that sense of security, that sense of I have a high quality product. And guys, what's great is you're supporting John, his family, his partner John, their family. Law enforcement agents out there on the streets every day. He's an active law enforcement agent, which is phenomenal. And it's just, we're so excited to introduce this to all of you and market it, share it, promote it, get behind it. It's exciting. And then, so moving on to this next one, which we talked a little bit about before, the pepper spray 16-ounce pistol grip stream by Shield Protection. Kind of expand upon that a little bit, John, please.
So this was the crowd pleaser we're talking about. This is 16 ounces of love, as we say. It's it'll get the job done as spray. And like I said before, distance is our friend. We don't want somebody to get in our bubble. We don't want somebody 4, 5, 6 feet from us. So this, depending on the conditions, whether you're uphill, downhill, or which way the wind's going, you can double and sometimes triple that distance that the half-ounce spray. These cans are over pressurized for a reason. There's more propellant than there is the spray in there, because whether it's hairspray or paint, we hate that there's still something in the can left whenever there's no more propellant. So we're telling you that you're going to get everything out of that spray, and it is coming out, and it's coming out fast, and it'll get the job done. It's great. There's a dye in there. There's a UV dye. So if you have an issue and you deploy this spray, like in all of our sprays, um, even if the offender goes and washes off, the deputies or police officers that respond, they can hit them with a black light, and
Good.
and they'll be able. There's marking agents, and so it's kind of hard to hide that. I mean, it takes a little bit for it to come off the UV marking dye, and so it's very, very effective.
And something else that you guys share too, when I read the description, once again, when you visit conservativemarketplace.com, shield protection product category, you will see, you click on it and you read the description. It says this is also great for wildlife attacks, as you say, effective against wildlife attacks.
Yes, sir. It has, so believe it or not, there is there's nobody regulating pepper spray for protecting you against humans, but there are certain agencies, federal agencies, that protect the bears and the wolves. So we have, our manufacturer carries the EPA forestry approval, and so it can't be too hot for animals, believe it or not. And so this is actually legal to carry in national parks when it comes to spray that is specifically designed to use against animals.
Yeah, one time I actually had to say my mother-in-law, we were in Gatlinburg. My wife's from Tennessee. I'm from New York. You hear my accent. A couple of years ago, we were in Gatlinburg, and a bear went to attack my mother-in-law. And I know my wife's laughing right now. And I had to go, bear, stop. No, it was one of the little bears, cubs, on the, we're walking across the bridge. But I could have that big cone spray. But that's great, guys. Look, these are tremendous. These are must-own. As I say, must-own pepper spray. All of you want to pick up a boatload of them for family, friends, co-workers. Those of you that operate a business, I suggest give them out to any of you have any guys or gals in the street, do any sales or marketing on the street, going to events, give them the extra confident advantage of a great product. Obviously, as he said earlier, we're all pro Second Amendment, but Second Amendment and having a gun, when you pull that gun, you make sure it's got to be the right time, right situation. You have to be in the right self-defense mode. This is obviously pepper spray and of the highest quality, which is exciting. So let's go on to the next one, and that's the one you show. That's the pistol grip cone. That's the one with the pistol grip. And then these are all the items. When you guys take a look, when you visit the site, you'll see that's the variety. Obviously, you have the practice one, and then you have it. And that was great to know too, John, that I didn't know that New York City had a limit on the size of pepper spray.
Yes,
so this goes under the crazy New York communism code of safety and security in New York City. And I can say that as a full-blooded New Yorker, New York's that's another whole show in and of itself. So it's exciting to be able to offer people great products that are approved, tested, and just one thing that I want to share too. And let me put us both back on the screen as well. It was great conversations tonight, and this is so important for the safety of Americans. Share everyone too, just once again, because you are the expert. What makes a inferior pepper spray, like the ones you see at Walmart or CVS or Walgreens for like $5, $6, $7? But I saw one when Christy confirmed the interview for tonight. I saw one at Walmart that was like $22. It just looked like a piece of crap. You could just tell like it's not a good item. So just educate, because some of you may I already have mace. I already have pepper spray. That's why so show everyone, what makes an inferior product, and then and we'll recap on how awesome you guys' products are.
Well, as of owning any business, liability. And so we did the research, and we know what's in our stuff. There's no regulatory agency that is monitoring this. So a big problem is pepper spray is flammable. And a lot of products, unless they say CEW, conductive electrical weapon compliant, that means there's a likelihood that it's alcohol based. So if you spray somebody and then they light on fire, that's on you.
Wow.
Yes,
Unpack
sir.
it again, please, John. That's powerful. I did not know that. That's why we're doing a great interview tonight. Explain it, because I believe you got to educate people. I think that's why we do what we do here. As you guys know, we handpick all of the products and services we offer in the conservative marketplace, and we're starting to really feature the ones you want to make sure all of you have in your home and your family and your loved ones. So explain that again. If the person goes on fire, like
so the propellant on a lot of aerosol products is flammable. and except in ours, like we know for a fact that it is actually a form of a refrigerant, like a freon in your air condition, and that's what helps it keep the same pressure despite temperature changes. So our pepper spray is capable for law enforcement or anybody else to use with stun guns, tasers, anything like that, and it's not going to catch fire. You can put out fire with our pepper spray. Now, it's obviously not designed for that, but it's just one of the safety features. It's also some pepper spray. There's many types. There's the foam, a gel. There's the liquid, like what we have. John Ashley and I, we're not a big fan of the gel or the foam. Now, there might be a place for that if you were in the hospital and you didn't want something aerosolized. But we've seen problems where somebody gets sprayed with foam or gel and they wipe it off physically and they throw it back at the officers using it. And you know, when I worked at the courthouse, and I still work at a courthouse, we prefer going hands on with somebody as opposed to pepper spray, because if you pepper spray somebody in a courtroom, you are evacuating the courthouse because it becomes aerosolized, and it's pretty rough for everybody involved. It's a lung irritant, not only an eye irritant.
Wow. So guys, I suggest to rewatch this. I suggest to share it. Obviously, however you're watching it, like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And self-defense, having an attitude of preparation and confidence on yourself and your well-being, going into situations where you're in places like we always, no matter where we go, my wife and I are like, got your gun, can't carry a gun. Now you can have an item on you, and I like the cone. I suggest all of you get definitely one of the cones for just the crowd pleaser. Please the crowd, baby. I believe that's a tremendous. I love that marketing perspective. I love that as a marketer. I think that's great. It gets the immediate emotional connection to just the crowd and just shuts them down. And then all of you should have that half ounce one. Those of you that have family members in the blue state, I'm sure Chicago's probably the same way. I'm sure LA's probably the same way with the. I'm sure Portland, Seattle's the same way with all that legal amount of pepper spray. So, make sure you guys share with your family and friends. And once again, visit conservativemarketplace.com, category shield protection products sold and approved by cops. And this is one of the cops tonight, to beat cops. My dad's on tonight. I was born and raised loving the cops, loving them. We call them beat cops. That's why I say cops. I'm full-blooded Italian. So every day we would give the beat cop, his name is Frank, was a cop for many years. My family had a business in New York, an art business, and we would give him an eggplant Parmesan sub every day, because my dad would like, feed the cops, you get more protection. So it was good stuff.
That's a good deal.
Feed the boys, right? But
yes, sir.
Guys, thank you for what you're doing, John. Thank you for what you guys are doing. Our goal is to move many items, protect many people's lives, and preferably they never have to use it, but if they do, they have the best. Any final words you want to share?
I appreciate this opportunity from you, and just letting everybody know that the purchases, if you use our pepper spray and you get a police report where it shows that you're using it, properly, send us an email, call us, let us know. We'll replace it for free.
That's excellent.
We want you to have the tools to keep you and your family safe. And
that's phenomenal. So you use it, you get a police report, they replace it for free. And you guys know you can always get a hold of us. You call or text us anytime at 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467. Then obviously you guys can also visit our store by visiting my main website, theconservativecoach.com. Up on top, it says products. Click on that. It goes to the marketplace. But visit definitely tonight. Grab a hold of a bunch of them. Share them. Get them out to everybody. Conservativemarketplace.com. Category shield protection products. Thank you, John. I appreciate the time. Appreciate all you're doing to protect us against. I can't stand criminals. That's why my wife carries a gun a lot more than me, because I am the pepper spray guy, because I don't have that level of calmness. So I'm smart to understand it. I've been doing physical self-defense for 40 years of my life. So she's usually I talk about, I'm from New York, so we call the handbag a pocketbook. So we nickname it a Glock book. So
yes, sir.
so it's good. But thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for sharing this episode and protecting your family. And once again, I think that's phenomenal with the police report, and then they replace it for free. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, guys. God bless everyone. Thank you.